scene with a two drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. The back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Hey, Alpha, tonight! Tonight!
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Play action now with Jackson. He rolls to his right. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
180! Hey! Sit on! 180! Sit on!
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Buying some time left. That one connects. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Mitchell has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now Watson. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Let's go.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd down, it's Penix. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the run, it's Watson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Penix working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. Tackle made right around the 26. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Go ahead. Come on! You! Hey! Go. Come on!
Blitz coming here. Jackson. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep them in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish them. Job well done.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
180!
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He has it at the 33. Makes a tackle. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. From the shotgun, Penix. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
This is Watson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Ready up. First down, Atlanta.
Penix here from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Penix to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
At the 60, at the 60.
Now Penix off the play action. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Watson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they come, second down. Lamar out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Before he can break it upfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix. Hauled in left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Robinson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Penix now to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. Mevis able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought? He had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Here's Penix. Forced out to his right. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. After the penalty, this is first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. This is completed downfield to Likely. Yeah, this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. They've got first down here from the 36. Lamar now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They just get the playoff.
At the 31-yard line.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left complete. And he'll work this one up to the 28. From there by Mike Green.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The give here on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. That one's caught by Mooney. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Working now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Looking quickly here.
At the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mitchell again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
No, we changed it. Hey, report.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs, and he just got it done.
And the Falcons cover up the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you dumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Down to the 10. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now lead by 10. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Nevis with a point after. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Ravens 10. Harrison Nevis to kick off.
Nevis ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again is Lamar. Into the hands of OBJ. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
New set of downs from the 37.
It's not. Get on. 180. It's hot. Get on.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Mitchell on the carry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
180. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
180.
Option give here. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle, okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
180. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
180.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB, is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
You are X. You are X. Hey, hey. You change it.
Jackson's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back motions right. 3rd down, it's Penix. Finds him on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Trying for it with Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll run here on 1st down. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
You. Go ahead.
Jackson throwing here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
18 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
What is it? Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 25, Falcons 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
To the air with Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Back to throw it. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Falcons needing 4 points. We've set it down from 37. Running here with Watson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Tight end in motion left. A toss now to Robinson. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early down offense. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. On the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. He's the lone back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And that's a 1st down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Design run. Jackson keeping it. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. Well, Brock, they pulled out the win, but can't be feeling too good about it. Felt like they should have...
All anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same and my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say what